Please be seated. Welcome everybody to the University of Central Lancashire's graduation ceremony, at which we're delighted to be celebrating the successes of our fabulous graduates. It guarantees to be a day you will all remember. I'm pleased to invite our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Graham Baldwin, to say a few words of welcome to you all and to reflect on the significance of what you've achieved.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Honorary Fellows, honoured guests, families and friends, graduands, welcome to the University of Central Lancashire. Welcome to this wonderful graduation ceremony, which is a worthy celebration of your considerable achievement after several years of commitment and hard work. Although you have all been considerably impacted by the COVID pandemic, you have all shown great resilience, and this in itself will stand you in good stead for the future. You can also be confident that your studies here have prepared you well, and I am sure that you will find that you now have a closer set of connections with the world around you and will be better prepared for all that the future holds. I will say a few thank yous later, but I do want to start with a very special thanks to Mark Goggins and the University Choir. They have provided special moments at UCLan graduations for many years and have again this week been exceptional. You will see for yourself slightly later how uplifting and fantastic they are. Many have graduated themselves this week, so I wanted to publicly congratulate and thank them for all their performances. They have demonstrated the significant value of the arts and the creative sector, which is so important to us here at UCLan. Please join me in thanking the choir. Thanks very much, everybody. It is a pleasure to see you all here in your gowns, befitting such a celebration. Ceremony, tradition, and formality are all important as we take time to mark your achievements. I do, however, smile at the observation of comedy writer Robert Orban, who said a graduation ceremony is an event where the ceremony speaker often tells hundreds of students dressed in identical caps and gowns that individuality is the key to success. Today is undoubtedly a celebration and is therefore a time to look back over the last few years, to take pleasure in the progress you have made and in your ultimate achievements. But on this day, you should also look forward and consider how you can help solve the challenges we face as a society. We are all part of the solution, and as graduates, others will be looking to you for your contribution and often your leadership. Be confident in yourself. You are the leaders of tomorrow, and as I have said, your studies have prepared you well. Pursue your ambitions with energy and enthusiasm, and don't settle for second best. It won't always work out, and how well you handle the disappointment will be as important as how well you handle success. When times get tough, don't give up. The personal characteristics that have brought you to this graduation, your determination, tenacity, commitment, and an open and questioning mind will also serve you well in the future. Be ambitious. As I've said, don't settle for second best, and certainly don't see yourselves as any less worthy or less valuable than anybody else. As Barack Obama said to the female class of Bernard College in the United States, don't just get involved, fight for your seat at the table. Better yet, fight for a seat at the head of the table. I hope you remain committed to lifelong learning and embrace every opportunity to continue to learn, which will in turn help you to continue to grow and evolve as individuals. I never thought I would quote Dr. Seuss in a graduation ceremony, but courtesy of ChatGPT, the more that you read, the more you will know, the more that you learn, the more places you'll go. I'm sure that is true, and although you are at different stages of your learning or careers, I am sure that those words will resonate. Future learning won't all happen in formal settings, but for some of you it will, and I hope that we might see you back here at the University of Central Lancashire. At UCLan, we've always believed in helping people to seize every opportunity to flourish in education, at work, and for life. We're proud that by combining academic excellence and real-world teaching, we give our students the skills and experience that industry needs. That's why our talented graduates are in such high demand, and we're delighted that we've created new possibilities for many thousands of our graduates during our near 200-year history. I am confident that you will bring not only real economic and social benefit to yourself, but also to the communities of which you are members. I hope that we have helped create the opportunity for your future success, ensuring that you have the relevant knowledge, skills, and experiences to thrive wherever you came from and wherever you go to next. I hope, too, that as part of your UCLan journey, you have felt that you belonged here. It is important to us that our students feel safe, valued, welcomed, and included. Whoever you are, wherever you are in life, here at the University of Central Lancashire, we believe there's always a way. As you look to the future, enjoy this moment, and particularly enjoy today. Share special memories with the friends you've made here and with your families who have been on this journey of learning with you. Talking of which, before we celebrate your success, let's have a round of applause, a massive round of applause if you won't mind, for all those special people, your family, your friends, and your tutors who have supported you and who are celebrating with you today. Now, most of the rest of the applause today will be just for you. So for all of you who today become graduates of the university, I extend my warmest congratulations on your achievements. I want to thank the university staff for making all this happen and for their skills, support, and most especially for their excellent teaching. One never forgets a good teacher. This is particularly true for students in higher education, and here on stage, and in the university generally, we have a group of teaching staff who are outstanding in their commitment, their care, and their dedication. Thank you to all of the staff for ensuring that all of our final year students could graduate this year. They have played an important and memorable part in your lives and in building an excellent reputation for the University of Central Lancashire. You have also been supported by many highly dedicated and professional staff members who have provided the services and the infrastructure that have also made your success at the university possible. And that commitment from the university staff has been particularly apparent this week. We are now in the 13th of 14 graduation ceremonies where we've had literally thousands of people visit the university, and the amount of effort that goes into organising successful events of this scale is quite incredible. It's impossible for me to thank everybody, but I would just make a point of thanking all those colleagues who have volunteered from across the university, those who are here in the hall and those who are outside of the hall, our interpreters, the people behind the scenes who are filming this and photographing it, event control, first aid, estates, registry colleagues who are everywhere. There are too many people to mention, but I wanted to take this opportunity to personally thank everybody who has made this graduation week such a fantastic success. Thank you. Turning back to you, whatever you do next, and wherever in the world your journey leads, on behalf of everybody at the University of Central Lancashire, very well done, and good luck for a happy and successful future. We are very proud of you. Let me leave you with a quote from the leader Mahatma Gandhi, which I think is a very fitting end to this speech. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Graham. The university is now extremely proud to confer an honorary fellowship award on Mick Cartledge. Vice-Chancellor, Mick Cartledge is the very definition of a public servant. He has spent the last 42 years working in local government, serving 3 authorities before moving to Burnley Council in 2001. He joined as the Director of Community Services, and during more than 2 decades, he held a number of senior positions and worked his way up to become Chief Executive in 2017. Although a Yorkshireman, Mick has always championed Lancashire, and during his time in the east of the county, Mick has seen many services transformed, including the establishment of Burnley Leisure Trust. He was also responsible for leading the council's response to COVID-19, which he has described as the most challenging time of his long career. Mick, who retires from his role later this month, has been a huge advocate and vocal supporter of a growing UCLAN presence within the town. He has been a driving force behind the development of our Burnley campus and a key supporter of our expansion, including the redevelopments of Victoria Mill, Sandygate Halls and Sandygate Mills. Mick was also integral in the award of Levelling Up funding to redevelop Newtown Mill into additional academic facilities for UCLAN's campus in Burnley. The importance of developing Burnley into a university town has been a key driver in Mick's work. He has been a vital conduit between ourselves and key East Lancashire businesses and industry, which has enabled the establishment of partnerships that further strengthen our work and the prospects of our students. Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the University Board, I am delighted to grant Mick Cartledge with the award of Honorary Fellow from the University of Central Lancashire. I now call on Mick to speak to you all.
Vice-Chancellor, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, I was totally blown away when I received my letter regarding this award. As I reach my 42nd year in local government, we often take for granted the work we have done, so I cannot tell you how pleased I was to receive this recognition and this honorary fellowship award. My last 22 years working at Burnley Council has seen many challenges, but it's also been such a fantastic time working with amazing colleagues, councillors, businesses and partner organisations. Burnley is an ambitious town and I have loved working in that environment. One of our most recent ambitions is to become a university town, and for us that meant moving from 200 students to 4,000 students, and I'm pleased to say that we're halfway there, currently at around 2,000 students. The speed of development has been remarkable and has included the acquisition of Victoria Mill, the development of Sandygate Hall student accommodation, which was even built during the height of the COVID pandemic, and the current redevelopment of Newtown Mill. This development will be complete in summer 2024, and this transformation of another former mill will enable further expansion and make sure that the Burnley UCLan campus goes from strength to strength. The increase in students has also helped to attract new businesses to Burnley, including at our new Pioneer Place leisure development, which opens in September. In fact, as part of that development, I probably achieved the most popular thing I've ever done for many young people in Burnley, and that is to bring Nando's to the town. The relationships that we have built up with colleagues right across UCLan are so strong, and it's been a real pleasure working with you all. For all you new graduates who are at the start of your career, I truly hope that you have the opportunities like me to make a real difference in the towns and cities where you work, because that, for me, is the most rewarding part of any job you could ever have. I wish you all the best in your future careers. Thank you.
Graduands, it's now the moment you've been waiting for, the presentation of your awards. You'll be guided all the way by our university ushers and will cross the stage individually once your name is read out. So please make sure you bring your named seat cards with you to the stage. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Pharmacy and Biomedical Sciences. For the thesis entitled Pharmacy Students' Understanding and Perceived Development of Professional Identity and Professionalism, a Mixed Method Study, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Sonia Shan. For the thesis entitled The Role of Certain Phosphoproteins in Regulating the Mode of Synaptic Vesicle Exocytosis, the degree of Doctorate of Philosophy is awarded to Stephen Gilbody. For the thesis entitled In Silico and In Vitro Studies of Potential Novel Anti-Cancer Agents Targeting Angiogen and Glycogen Phosphorylase, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Rachel Matholmes. For the thesis entitled Regulation of Alzheimer's Disease-Associated Phenotypes by the Transcription Factor REST, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Mariana Tomas. For the thesis entitled Approaches to Understanding and Overcoming Dilution-Induced Particle Formation in Monoclonal Antibody Injections, the degree of Master of Science by Research is awarded to Katie Milligan. For the thesis entitled Characterization of Novel Aptamers Identified Against Glioma, the degree of Master of Science by Research is awarded to Kaylee Woods. For Master of Pharmacy with honours, Eliplim Abdul. Florence Adeyemi. Umar Ahmed Muhammad. Halima Ahmed. Atiq Akhtar. Khalid Atawala. Sunhad Azad Al-Azawi. Fatima Lani. Mawar Ali. Tayyab Ali. Zain Ali. Anham Al-Saeed. Sana Amin. Hira Arshad. Hamza Ashraf. Ahmed Alawaza. Amira Bayat. Adnan Bhatia. Saeed Bakari. Safa Butt. Adila Darsot. Chelsea Denby Temby. Abigail Eves. Sarah Al-Shabini. Khadija Essa. Ularemi Face Suli. Amber Griffith. Chloe Harrison. Jack Harvey. Mohammed Hussein. Aisha Ilyas. Kazim Iqbal. Nafisa Iqbal. Kofoa Rola Fatimo Ishika. Ali Jaber. Ahmed Jamil. Asani Katawana. Janvi Katapadia. Zohar Karim. Tichali Kawapur. Kiran Khan. Mohammed Ali Khan. Bara Khatib. Chloe Kirby. Kieran Maheen. Fiza Majid. Saida Malik. Iram Mansour. Georgia McCutcheon. Mohammed Naeem. Sonia Naeem. Nadia Nassar. Saber Nissan. Amina Patel. Aisha Patel. Farid Patel. Krushil Patel. Mohammed Patel. Mohammed Quazim Patel. Saad Quazim. Hannah Ratha. Nastaron Yazapor Yosifalo. Pasha Riley. Halima Saeed Khan. Muhammad Salim. Sana Sharif. Baruj Shindu. Hira Tariq. Hadika Tariq. Amani Valley. Zinat Wahid. Neve Mohammed Wahid. Saleha Wahid. Sarish Sakir. Haris Zishan Amzar. For the Master of Research in Cancer Biology, Arina Husha. For Shariti Ganshi Aya. Ariso Bonzi Adio. For Bachelor of Science with Honours in Biology, Jack Clark. Ellie Gregson Howarth. Jake Hislop. Pushpa Patak. Emily Whitehead. For Bachelor of Science with Honours in Biomedical Science, Nafhad Abdi. Tala Al-Okla. Hamad Shahil Al-Jaziz. Omar Al-Zain. Al-Zain. Ikra Ashif. Hamza Bashir. Kbiti Bati. Sarah Bati. Paige Boothman. Isim Chandio. Bianca Cisnero. Sylvia Colombo. Mohammed Ijaz. Amy Elmer. Sana Fatima. Tuluwani Moloa Oloa Folarin. Ethan Fowler. Mariam Ilyas Sambo. Nasser Jabiri Kumoji. Amna Khalid. Caleb Khan. Mohammed Dow Malik. Aoife Meadows. Emin Mohan. Ono is fine. Duluka. Oh, Sophia Duluka. Sophia. I apologise. Sophia. Honor Sophia. Sophika. Nathan Parks. Mohammed Amin Patel. Ethan Pettifor. Husna Qureshi. Itiraz Rashid. Ikram Salkini. Kiran Preet Kaur Sandhar. Lakshana Santhariji. Jai Singh. Jaskirat Singh Kaur. Phoebe Smith. Aparna Bijuli Tonatholi. Benjamin Travis. For Bachelor of Science with Honours in Healthcare Science, Faza Ahmed Faisal Derwish. Daniel Ford. Emma Hindle. Gemma Lancaster. Nazarene Patel. Lindsay Ray. Sneha Sunil. For Bachelor of Science with Honours in Pharmaceutical Sciences, Ahmad Alamari. Atika Tariq. Ryan Hyde. For Bachelor of Science with Honours in Pharmacology, Connor Jakeman. Sina Ahmed Paur Kalarofi. Umar Dilawar Rampudi. Jay Sangari Ilya Thambi. Harris Raja. For Bachelor of Science with Honours in Physiology and Pharmacology, Ahmed Mohamed. Yosef Musin. Alicia Rhodes. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Pharmacy and Biomedical Sciences.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Nursing. For the thesis entitled Understanding and Defining People's Body Image, Experiences After a Stroke, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Catherine Davidson. For the thesis entitled Evaluation of Current Evidence and Practice to Inform Development of a Standardised Neurological Observation Schedule for Stroke, SNOBS, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Alison McLaughlin. Master of Science in Nursing with Registered Nurse Adult, Oluwasola Olarinde. Master of Science in Pre-Registration Nursing Adult, Kerry Brodie. Master of Science in Pre-Registration Nursing Mental Health, Rory Pickering. Postgraduate Diploma in Mental Health Care, Marwa Anwar. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing with Registered Nurse Adult, Adaku Agur. Duratola Alabedi. Anna Aspey. Miriam Baxter. Heather Barron. Tenjiwe Nkube. Naja Benamar. Naima Bam. Sana Bat. Simal Bat. Rachel Blogg. Disa Booth. Sarah Bowker. Shona Burke. Adele Caffrey. Chloe Catterall. Charlotte Chappell. Hagiatso Choke. Gabrielle Clark. Sophie Coyd. Christine Conlon. Claire Cornwell. Danielle Dean. Sanabu Diba. Samantha Doughty. Elaine Evans. Henrietta Izakaka. Sarah Foster. Fiona Gibson. Olivia Grant. Naomi Janine. Natalie Halsall. Evelyn Hayter. Kelly Holland. Bethany Houghton. Brianna Howard. Manaza Khan. Savannah King. Kay Kiria. Barbara Konopka. Maria Kuriakoze. Michelle Latham. Francesca Lawson. Bryony Alex Luxton. Magdalena Marnie. Gemma Mason. Lauren McCardle. Jardine McInnery. Whitney McLeod. Samuel Mercer. Amal Mohammed. Hani Mohammed. Amber Moore. Genesis Mora Camposano. Ruth Mataki. Emma Newton. Nicole Parfremont. Megan Pearson Dorr. Cheryl Percival. Morgan Ramska. Patricia Redhead. Phoebe Roberts. Charlotte Rogers. Shazia Salim. Nazila Siddiqui. Huja Saman. Mariama So. Amy Taylor. Chelsea Taylor. Georgia Taylor. Ruth Tranter. Georgina Vernon. Elisa Watkinson. Rachel Wilcock. Rebecca Wilkinson. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing with Registered Nurse, Children and Young People, Layla Awad. Carrie Lee Cox. Adiat Hamid. Jamila Reddington. Adam Stanley. Amy Tong. Sima Zahir. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing with Registered Nurse, Mental Health, Neve Bowd. Adrian Craddock. Emma Evans. Mira Kadka Baidwa. Olusegun Kabari. Robert Lebongwo. Christine Magunda. More Blessing Ndaba. Teresa Osibor. Marie Stitt. Joshua Thorpe. Holly Walker. Adeteyu Olarawaju Johnson. Rebecca Wilkinson. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Pre-Registration Nursing Children, Laura Howarth. Foundation degree in Science in Nursing Associate, Emma Baldwin. Kira Bennett. Francesca Birtwistle. Emily Brand. Samantha Brindle. Patricia Burnett. Ellie Calvi. Marie Chadwick. Rachel Child. Alison Coates. Connor Coward. Benjamin Cox. Demi Crosby. Nicholas Curtis. Paige Danny Carr. Narciso Junior Del Rio. Francesca Delaney Smith. Megan Doherty. Natalie Duckett. Holly Duxbury. Jessica Ellison. Anne English. Natalie Evans. Katie Farrington. Paige Hatton. Rachel Hogan. Bethany Howard. Dominique Hunt. Donna Jones. James Lemmings. Dion Livesey. Ian Lucas. Dion McDonald. Natalie Manson. Ellie Metcalf Wilson. Hazel Morris. Rachel Mostyn. Chanel Niche. Vicky Nadell. Sarah Jane O'Brien. Ayadeji Ogundana. Casey Lee Parker. Mark Pinder. Jade Russell. Andrew Smith. Shannon Spiring. Lena Sultana. Brooke Tunstill. Linda Wade. Roxanne Ward. Kirsty Louise Wilkinson. Danielle Louise Withers. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Operating Department Practice, Gifty Popula. Master of Science in Computing, Pratik Chitimila. Vice-Chancellor, I will now read our posthumous award, which is being awarded to Charlene Boateng. Charlene joined UCLan on the pre-registration adult nursing course in September 19. Charlene was an enthusiastic student who was keen to learn and develop to be the best nurse that she could. Her attention and enthusiasm to her studies was unbounding. Throughout her time on the course, Charlene was an exemplary student both in her theoretical work and in her clinical placements. Charlene's passion for nursing was seen by her tutors and the clinical staff. She was a first-class honours student on the path to becoming an excellent registered nurse. Charlene demonstrated the 6 C's in all that she did. She was caring, compassionate, committed, she communicated well, she was very competent, and in particular, she was courageous. She was an inspirational lady who saw the good in everybody. She encouraged her peers and supported others, even when she had her own difficulties and faced her own challenges with such strength. Charlene was an asset to the nursing profession. It was a pleasure and privilege to know and support Charlene during the time she had with us at UCLan. We recognise her achievement by awarding her a Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing with Registered Nurse Adult. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Nursing.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentations are completed. Congratulations to every single one of you who have received their award. We are delighted to have with us today our very own university choir, which is made up from representatives of all years on the music theatre course. We are delighted to have them perform at our celebration today. Graduates and guests, I give you the UCLan Chamber Choir.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. We took the midnight train going anywhere.
A singer in a smoky room.
Snowbite and cheap perfume.
For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night.
Streetlights, people,
Living just a fine emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Working hard to get my fill.
everybody wants a thrill.
Paying anything to roll the dice just one more time.
Some will win,
Some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people, living just a fine emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling there. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling there. Streetlight people. Don't stop.
Very nearly finished, and it's almost time for the celebrations to really get going with your families, friends, loved ones and supporters. But we need something symbolic to kick things off. So, please listen to the following instructions very carefully. Firstly, all non-graduates in the room, please get your cameras ready for a photo opportunity. And secondly, graduates, please all stand and take off your mortarboards. Now, when I count to 3, and only when I count to 3, I want you all to throw your mortarboards up into the air in the traditional fashion and in celebration of what you've achieved during your time at university. But please don't throw them too high or too far to avoid them injuring you or someone else. And importantly, because once you've retrieved your mortarboard, it is yours to take home and keep with the university's best wishes. So here we go. On a count of 3, throw your mortarboards in the air and give a big cheer, and then we will all follow with a further 3 cheers. 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Now, please take your seats for one last time whilst I explain the final stage of this amazing special day. As we bring this ceremony to a close, I would like to thank everyone who has been involved in making today such a happy and memorable occasion and sharing this special day with our university community. Once we have sung the national anthem, the platform party will leave the stage, and graduates, you will process out of the hall past a guard of honour in the central aisle. A university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. Please make sure you take all of your belongings with you. Guests, please may I ask that you all remain seated until the graduates and platform party have left the hall. You will then be guided through the doors at the side by the ushers to rejoin your graduates in the Student Centre for post-ceremony celebrations. We hope you've enjoyed the ceremony today. Well done to you all, and congratulations once again. For those who can, please now stand for the national anthem of Great Britain.
I'll take all of the blame. I wasn't thinking I won't put you to